What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Techbot After Dark. I know we took a week off last week, and just kind of had a long week last week. Like I said, a lot of you guys know I do work late nights, so it kind of really just caught up with me last night and everything like that. So it is what it is. I just realized looking at this, my table back here is messy because I was setting aside the giveaway wins from the last show, emptied out my box because I found a nice, great-looking spot up there in that box for Wolverine, and he just looks awesome. And of course, you can't down Mando here. Come on, Mando's coming to hang out. This is still Star Wars week, and of course, if you guys didn't hear already, this bad boy, 3,000 pieces, is going to eventually be given away at 2,000 subscribers. So go ahead, if you haven't subscribed already, hit that red subscribe button. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and check out that join button. That is my Donut Life membership. All different tiers for all different people. Don't forget to hit that like button. I think we've covered everything now. That's all. Gotta get everything out. I just seen a guy come into the chat that I haven't seen in a while. I want to know what nursing home he's been living in. But Bearded Barbarian, man, good to see you. Definitely good to see you coming back in. I haven't seen you in the chats in a while. So thank you for coming and hanging out with us. Of course, we've got the wonderful, fantastic Christina Payne in the house. I am supposed to have Chase come in. In fact, I think he's just jumping in backstage. But we are talking, as you know, I love talking movies here on this show. And I've been watching a lot of things lately, and there was a huge decline for Disney Plus. Mainly stemmed from, of course, all of the Star Wars, Catherine Kennedy, horrible firing of Gina Carano, and all that nonsense. So so many Star Wars fans had gone on to cancel their Disney Plus subscriptions. I think it's still a great subscription, but what is going to bring those fans back to Disney Plus? Is it going to be Star Wars? Be something new from Star Wars? Is it going to be Return of Gina Carano? Is it going to be Marvel? Can Marvel Loki bring these fans back? I don't know. We're going to talk about that tonight. So I'm going to bring on my my good buddy Chase's Kingdom, and we're going to talk about this. So I'm going to try to keep him up late, so that way he's really tired for his morning show.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. What's going on, Tech?
What's going on, buddy?
Yeah, I'm ready for tomorrow's show.
Ready for tomorrow's show already?
Your box, so we can just flex, make everybody.
He's already up in the box.
Oh, you already got him in the
box. He's right there.
He ain't messing around. Right in the box.
I'm messing around. No, I don't think I can fit any other characters in that box anymore, but he's in the box.
Well, you were like me. I did notice you got a large, so I'll probably be gifting this T-shirt out probably here pretty soon.
Probably, because that's the only thing they had. So unfortunately, it is what it is. Congratulations, by the way. None of this is fake. Congratulations on winning the Darth Vader #1 Darth Vader.
Right up there with my Vaders.
Wayne was actually telling me afterwards he was surprised I gave it away. I said, you know what? When it comes to Marvel, I'm all about the Marvel. When I get mystery box items in, I have to feel like I have a connection to them. And some pops I just don't really have that connection to. But I'm not gonna my wife. I'm sure would have loved to be able to put that pop on eBay. Probably would have gone for good money. But things like that I like to keep aside for giveaways. Like when I did the I think the Star Wars, the Darth Vader, the concept. No, it was the Batman artist ones. Yeah, I gave those away because I have no real association with. I don't have any Batmans. It doesn't really matter to me much. So I have no huge association to them. So I'm not clinging on to them. And plus, I'm not trying. There's going to be some more shells being put up here probably this weekend because I've got a whole pile of pops right down here in this corner. And even some of those I'm starting to look going, do I really need those in my collection?
Oh, yeah. I hear you on that end because it's getting hard to move in here.
I think that's why when we built this wall back here, we didn't want it overly cluttered. And, she sectioned off my stuff. Like I've got, my Captain Americas. I got my Stan Lees. I got my zombies. I think over here is my my Back to the Futures.
Now you got to leave room for some of that signed stuff you got from the band boxes, because I got a stack of band boxes too, and I'm going. I literally have no room to hang any of this stuff.
Soon to come up is actually going to be my final band box, and I've only got one signed item. I've got a Thanos. Yeah, I've got a Thanos signed.
See, I get out and they put out something at least decent, because
it was a sign. It was from the guy who had voiced Thanos in the cartoon.
Okay.
So, but yeah, that's the only one I have. But like I said, I've got, and that's just like, Jesse Lou was surprised that I'm going to give away Black Lightning at 2,000 subscribers. To be honest with you, I bought him during San Diego just to see if I could get him.
Okay.
I had no real association towards him. And I did get him, and like I said, we're going to get once I hit 2,000 subscribers, he's going to a new home.
Nice. Well, Darth will get a very nice home, and I will cherish that.
But yeah, I think I got 2 more videos with Bam coming up. I did buy a recent Zombie box, one of their pop cultures. So I'm going to do a Zombie versus Bam pop culture.
I've heard a lot of good.
That, and then I've got my Bam horror, which will be my absolute last box that I'm doing. So that'll be done. So I'm trying to step backwards after re-looking at a lot of things, and where my realm is. I'm trying to step back into what I loved and what I started doing. I'm trying to get more back into the mystery box game.
Okay.
Because that was my thing. Like, I know you and Wayne are all about the showing off the newest stuff coming out and things like that.
Right.
But I love the mystery boxes. There's something about them that just, I mean, not knowing whether you like it or not, getting something out of a box you don't know. I mean, it's exciting for me.
Gives you the goosebumps.
Exactly.
I missed the Dead Zone collectibles. It sold out fast. I was like, dang. And then the other ones, like, it was 100 beans. So
yeah. I try to do some of the Instagram ones and stuff like that. I've got two that I recently just bought, 2 off of Etsy. $50 2 $50 mystery boxes that I bought off of Etsy. So I'm going to start trying to find all different places to find mystery boxes.
Well, I mean, you do those segments good. That's when I originally hooked onto the tech. That's what you were doing, is mystery boxes and
But don't shy away from popping the box by any means. I absolutely love popping the box. But you can't do their standard classic box, because you're going to end up with a bunch of stupid Fortnite and anime.
Maybe some old Chrome Hulks.
That's all you're gonna get. You get some bad Chrome items. It's horrible. But you got to go with the specifics. I do 2 boxes now. I do a Disney and I do a Marvel. So I absolutely love it. Two genres I love, and they've definitely come through with some great items. But man, we've already had a whole bunch of people hit up this chat.
Hit over here to the chat.
Let's hit up what we got before we get into our topic. Of course, we got the wonderful, fantastic Christina Payne today. We've got, again, I already called him out, the Beer Barbarian. Good to see they let him out of the nursing home today to come check us out. Haven't seen him in a while. We got Jesse Lou Comics and Pops. What's happening, buddy? Appreciate you hanging out. We got Fabian, man. I haven't seen Fabian in a while. What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming by. We've also got Chris from K&L Collectibles. What's going on, buddy? He was also a winner. Don't know if he is in a Pokemon, but hey, you won it anyways. Do with it what you wish.
You want to do a live opening?
Yeah.
No, don't open them.
I have no idea. Again, I don't know. I would have gotten one of the bigger boxes if they had them, but they didn't have any. They just had a whole bunch of those things. I'm like, all right, well, let me grab it. You know,
they were ravenous this morning. You saw that picture in the chat.
Yeah, I saw the 660 line.
I was standing there, and the guy kept, and he says it to me 3 times. By the 3rd time, I'm like, I am not here, because he kept going. Do you need a number? And he's got his phone. You know, he's not paying attention. He's just, give me your number. I guess he texts you. He tells you your number, what you are online, and then he texts you when it's your turn. So he kept asking me, and I'm like, I'm not with them, because everybody that's here for cards, line up. I'm like, I'm not here for that, man.
I'm here for Funkos. I'll go with my own
I
line
didn't
over
even
here.
mention Funko. I didn't even want to say the F word. I was like, no, I just want to go in the store. I didn't say nothing. He's like, oh, you don't have to stand with them. I'm like, awesome.
Yeah, the card people have gone absolutely bananas.
Because the last guy I heard he say, like, took the number and he goes, "You're number 63," and the guy goes, 63.
Yeah. This card thing has gone absolutely, I mean, crazy, and I don't know what they're doing. I can appreciate Target's try to stop it,
do something.
At
least they're trying.
But these things these guys are getting crazy. So,
but I am noticing now it's starting to affect us collectors of Funko, because now they're putting these weird policies on things, and I'm hearing, you can only get one Funko a store, and no, I want one of each. I'm allowed one of each. No, you can only have one. Pick one. What? No, they weren't doing that before this card thing started. I don't know what.
No, the card thing's kind of interfering with us as Funko.
It really is.
Because the only rule we used to have was you only get at least one of each type, and if the line's all done later on, you can come back and get another one.
Right. They weren't mad about
it. Chris, if you gifted that, I didn't see that at the end of there. If you gifted that to Arcade Pop, that's fine. Just make sure Arcade Pop hits me up on Instagram with his address. I seen him pop in at the very end of the live, and of course I'd have to go back later on to see that. But I did not see that you said that. But if you did, I trust Chris. Chris knows what he's talking about, and just let him know if you know him. Let him know to send me his address. Jesse Lou did get the Dead Zone box. Nice. I missed out on it. To be honest with you, I wanted it, but I saw it too late.
The one I missed. I'm like, every time.
I saw it too late. I keep trying to message him, going, dude, hook me up the next time you're doing one of these things.
Yeah, give me the heads up at least. Hey, I'm doing it next week. All right, let me get my funds ready.
Yeah, give me a heads up. Give me a heads up. I'll have it ready to go.
Yeah, I was out of my wallet can't take anymore. Sorry, I'm out. Dang it.
Beard said he also too canceled his Bandbox. Like I said, I liked Bandbox, but after talking to some good YouTubers and stuff like that, it's not very, if I want to get the Bandbox, I'll get it for myself. As far as putting it on camera, I mean, it's kind of the same stuff over and over again for a lot of it. So
yeah, I'm not going
to pull high subscribers
when they're sending me pizza boxes.
Yeah,
it's just
now. Yeah, I mean, especially that was the last boxes I opened up. The prop items were comic books. It's like,
I remember that episode.
This whole thing looked like it was thrown together at the last minute.
You rushed it, Johnny. Go get us 300 comic books.
But I mean, sometimes I've gotten lucky with the props where I got like the Squint signed baseball cap from a Sandlot, and I got it was an actual knife that was signed by the one of the actors that played Michael Myers.
And that's when they were good. When they were kind of, I think when they moved to the other coast, when they made that big move, that's kind of when stuff started. I wasn't into it anymore.
This beer bender says been opening a lot of sodas, a lot of pre-order. Says I do have a soda video coming that I have planned because I just got 3 sodas from Funko, and I got 2 more coming from Entertainment Earth. I'm waiting for the Entertainment Earth ones to come in. I'm just going to do a soda video.
Nice. I just got my Scarlet Witch the other day. I haven't broke it open or anything, done anything with it.
Scarlet Witch. Oh, I ordered those. I found another place to order them because although the downside is when you pre-order them, you got to pay up the pre-order in advance. Is deep discounts.
Okay.
They get them. They still have like when that's how I got the Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch sold out everywhere.
Yeah, fast.
Except for deep discounts.
I almost thought of doing a roulette with that one.
Yeah,
but
I got 2 of those coming eventually, and then like I said, the ones at Funko was some of the Wondrous Con, and they would only let me buy one at a time. I don't know what was up with that.
Let's see. Yeah, that way you don't get the case and guaranteed. No, you can only order one at a time. We're going to send you. And they would do that too. Send you literally 6 boxes with one soda in a box.
Yeah. Jesse Lou, Tech, have you ever opened my... Oh, no, I have not. I got it sitting right here. I'm getting ready, and probably in the morning, I'm actually going to be filming a mail call video. Nice. I've got a box from you. I've got a box from JKL. I've got a box from JB. And I've got a box from Chase. So sometimes the mail ones I kind of collect up to where I have a good amount to show on camera.
Yeah.
So
what do we
so let's say, so the biggest thing, that I've noticed, of course, I love talking movies, especially anything. I'm a big Disney fan. So, of course, you can't talk Disney without talking. Right now, the biggest thing Disney has as far as entertainment is Disney Plus. I think the way they've tried to use Disney Plus recently has been fantastic idea in how they're doing it, because, I think being able to use great genres like Marvel to tell the story more than just in the movie, I think has been fantastic. I mean, WandaVision was a cinematic, it was cinematically awesome. So good. And especially if it, I know a lot of people didn't like the beginning episodes, the black and white stuff, but as a classic TV show fan, I gotta say, I think it was awesome. I think the homage to some of the great shows through the years was awesome, and I think it was great. And it was a fantastic story as it was. I think now that she's finally been called the Scarlet Witch, and I think they gave her great. There's also a great point there where they gave respect to the original Scarlet Witch outfit, and gave her a fantastic new one at the same time.
Unbelievable.
Everything about it was awesome. Now, of course, we're still missing Mephisto, which is going to happen. Don't worry, Mephisto is coming. As much as Lorraine says he's not, Mephisto is coming. Don't you worry about that. All in good fun, but I can't help being as much of a Marvel fan. Of course, then also us getting a fantastic new Captain America in the Falcon. I loved and I know over there that Jesse Lou has to agree with me, being a comic book guy, that I loved how they gave him the original comic book looking version of the Captain America outfit. I didn't think he was going to wear the whole headpiece. I thought it looked awesome. I was glad he did. I think the outfit looked awesome, and I think Falcon even in the comic books, Falcon deserved the shield, and he got the shield, and it's going to be fantastic with that. But I can't help looking forward. We've got, of course, Loki, who's now going to be releasing 2 days earlier than original, which was fantastic. But Marvel's going well, but Star Wars is tanking Disney Plus, on top of that, because of course there was a big uproar from the fandom on Star Wars fandom of the, the whole
Carla Dune,
the whole Carla Dune, or better known as Gina Carano. And it's not so much about her. I think you could, if you would have done the firing differently, it wouldn't have been as much. But the way they fired her on social media was completely uncalled for, and never should have happened.
Bad business.
And it's bad business. And it the thing with Kathleen Kennedy, and the problem with a lot of people, and this is, I think, why as a Marvel fan, I was like, you know what? Hey, we're good because we've got a guy running Marvel and Kevin Feige that is a fan and wants to put it out first. Now, Star Wars has that guy. Kathleen Kennedy will not let him do what he needs to do. And Jon Favreau is like even Dave Filoni is in the same boat. They really need to kick Kathleen Kennedy out there and put Dave Filoni as the new president, and let Kevin Feige. I mean, not Kevin Feige. Let Jon Favreau rebuild the Star Wars genre that we all want to see. I'm not a Star Wars huge. I'm not that diehard Star Wars fan,
But they have so much they can do.
But Dave Favreau, and mind you, the only reason I started watching the first season of Mandalorian was because I found out that Jon Favreau directed it. And I'm a huge Jon Favreau fan for years. I think he's a great actor. He's an even better director. I mean, everything he's done is made gold. It's just awesome. And he said it before. He is a fan. He wants to bring the genre, and he did. He brought even fans that weren't Star Wars fans into being Star Wars fans. I mean, that's why I still keep Mando. If I pull a Mando's not going anywhere. I've got a connection to Mando.
Yeah, for sure. And it gave you, being an old Star Wars fan, watching the old movies, Empire Strikes Back, the originals, you got that feel watching The Mandalorian. And for someone, my age, and man, that unbelievable. It brought in new, and the old loved it. I haven't seen any bad reviews on Mandalorian at all. Not once.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's never had a bad review. I mean, the only thing I could probably say of Mando 2 is, or season 2 is when we were talking about how, the episodes started to get kind of a pattern to them. You had it came in, you had a problem. We had
go solve the problem.
Solve the problem. You had a side quest going on there, and it was kind of the same dude, but it was still fantastic. Even though like the ice spiders had nothing to do with a whole lot of anything, and the frog had nothing to do with anything, it was still awesome.
That was see. And have you caught any of Bad Batch? Because
I have not yet. I was debating on it.
It's good.
It came out what this week?
Yes. Well, they actually released it a little early, a day or something early.
Yeah, I think they released it on Tuesday, the 4th.
It was so good. And it's just a offshoot of the Clone Wars basically story. So the timelines, it's the same thing with Marvel, trying to figure out all your timelines. The same thing with Mandalorian.
Do I need to go back and watch Clone Wars before I can see Bad Batch?
No, because it's just an offshoot. So you already know you're in the middle of the Clone Wars. So if you know what the Clone Wars are,
yes, I know what the Clone Wars are.
Then you're good.
And I did see Arcade Pop in here. Arcade Pop, I guess Chris was gifting you the Pokemon cards. Hit me up on Instagram. Let me know where you want me to send those to. And I know we have a whole bunch of boxes, guys. By the way, I'm actually going to stop in the middle of this. Things have been crazy around here at the household. So we do have a whole bunch of boxes ready to go. They just got to go to the post office. So we've been really bad about it, but it is ready to go. So we're just going to add these ones to it and get everything to the post office tomorrow. So I do apologize for the delays. Okay, so Chris, he did talk to me about again, Christina Payne, wonderful. Glad you are here and helping me out as well as Christina Payne's awesome. She likes to yell at Chase quite a bit, and we appreciate her for that. So, but yeah, so I mean, maybe the Bad Batch can't. I mean, I don't know. Is the Bad Batch good enough to be able to bring some of that fandom back yet? I don't think so. I think you're going to have to wait to see what Jon Favreau does with Ahsoka. Obi-Wan could very possibly bring it. I think it's fantastic. Christian Haydenson is reprising his role.
Yes.
Even though so many people have given Christian Haydenson such a hard time about playing that role, I think keeping the continuity is important.
Absolutely. I think basically Bad Batch is just we're going to give you something to hold you, just to keep, because we want something. We want something. We want it now. We know Obi's coming.
Well, we've gotten 2 Marvel shows before we've gotten any Star Wars shows.
Right. So they're like, okay, push it. And as I don't even want to. It's animated, it's a cartoon, so it's not Mandalorian-esque where you're getting full motion picture, But the way they do them now, and the way that the Clone Wars show is shot, the way the characters kind of have the facial structure almost looks comic booky. I don't know. It's really done well, and I think it's just a way to hold everybody off until we get to that Obi.
No. Again, I think even the fact that there is now talks to bring Gina Carano back in. The question is, does Gina Carano want to come back? Can Jon Favreau bring her back? And I mean, at top of that, I mean, you got to get rid of Kathleen Kennedy because more actors are now not wanting to come to Lucasfilm because of her.
Because of that, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but she's not necessarily needed for the rest of the storyline. They brought Boba in, and that storyline kicked off. So I was blown away that they got rid of her, because I'm like, she really didn't have that much of a role.
But she was going to supposed to have a much bigger role. The thing is, Jon Favreau had a bigger idea. She was supposed to have a slightly bigger role in 3, and she was also supposed to be one of the main people for Rangers.
Oh, okay.
She's supposed to have a very big role in Rangers. So, originally after she got fired,
they're messing everything up.
I mean, they're just screwing everything up. Then of course there was talks at one point of still keeping the character but recasting the spot. It's like, no, you can't do that. You got to keep continuity. So Jon Favreau was like, well, if we're not going to have Cara Dune, then just let me bring up a whole new character. It just means you got to push Rangers back. And I think that's where it is. But I think, there's supposed to be a big meeting I had just heard about at the end of this month between Bob Chapek, the CEO of Disney, and I think Dave Filoni. I think it's supposed to be Dave Filoni talking about Cara Dune character, as well as bringing back Gina Carano and stuff like that. So stay tuned towards the end of this month. There's supposed to be a very big meeting going on, and that'll definitely tell the difference with it. But, is it enough? Is even bringing her back, is that enough to bring the Star Wars fandom back to Disney Plus?
I don't think firing her made them all like. I mean, it's cancel culture everywhere. I don't know if it's one of those things. Well, I'm not going to watch this show anymore. Like, I definitely didn't feel that way, and I know.
But there was a big thing that went around of cancel Disney Plus.
And the show fired. Yeah, but everybody just wants to jump on something, That's why I thought it was just a fad or whatever you want to call it. That's what's happening a lot these days. Like, pick your battles. I mean, everybody's got something. I was like, you know what? I think Cracker Jacks is racist because they're calling him a cracker.
But I think
come on.
I get that cancel culture, and I've gone on to big things about cancel culture,
right?
But I think you got to look at certain aspects when it comes to some things. Some things, I mean, don't get me wrong.
Stand up. No, right.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, having bus. If we're gonna get into cancel culture, I mean, I get it. Having bus of KKK members in a government building. That's not good. That should never happen.
Never happen.
I agree with that. Cancel that. Get rid of that. Change it. But I've gotten into some arguments with people, that want to. So many people do want to classify cancel culture, but not everything's cancel culture, even though people are saying it. You got a thing like let's say you're talking to Disney parks. I'm not here at Disney parks, so I hear everything about Disney parks, and they're talking about, of course, the Splash Mountain change to Princess and the Frog.
Sleeping Beauty.
Of course, it's big time talk about Songs of the South with Brer Rabbit, Brer Bear, Brer Fox. But here's the true reality. If you really want to look at the big picture, is one, I got in a big argument. To be honest, I got a big argument with some dude on Facebook. I don't really get in arguments with people on Facebook because really it's what's the point of it? I'm acting like a keyboard warrior at that point.
Right.
Again, this big old argument with him because I really said, okay, first of all, Songs of the South is canceled now. You can't. Who was looking for Songs of the South before even any of this was ever brought up? It's a 60, 70-year-old movie.
cares?
Ain't nobody looking for that item anymore. Nobody wanted that item anymore. And here's the other thing. Look at it big time. Is I'm at the parks. My kids go to these parks. My kids have no idea who Brer Rabbit, Brer Fox, and Brer,
It's beyond their comprehension.
Kids don't know them. And even if I did show my kids the songs of the South, they'd be bored out of their minds.
I heard the other day they're literally messing with Sleeping Beauty because the prince kissed her without her permission. So
I haven't heard anything about that one.
Oh yeah, I heard it on the radio yesterday. I was like, "You got to be kidding me!"
Again, mind you, people, I don't watch news. I don't watch news by any means. Sometimes I'll scroll across things on Facebook that I'll be like, okay, I don't watch news because it pisses me off and everything like that. Right. I think there's too much information not being from both sides. Mind you, I'm not one side or the other. I think there's bad information and bad things going from both sides, whether and I'm talking about media as well. That's why I choose not to watch it. I choose to believe what's in front of me, and to be honest with you, I choose to worry about what's in front of me rather than things I can't control.
Right. Well, I like my brother. I'll try to speed the story. My brother basically served for the military, Army, Airborne, stationed in Germany. Ended up getting married in Germany, had 2 kids. So I have a niece and nephew from Germany. Then my nephew currently lives in Germany. My niece actually came to the States and now currently lives in the United States. And, throughout the years, we just talk like stuff. And I was just picking her brain one time. I'm like, hey, what do they play on the news in Germany? Like, what goes on there, She's like, when she got to America and saw the news, she said she was horrified.
Mm-hmm.
They don't show people getting robbed, beaten, anything. Our news is completely opposite from their news. All their news is about is love and happiness and stories. I don't know if that's I think, but the media here is just they're driven to get the latest news, the best that.
Well, I think, but I got to put that on blame of people as well. You can't blame one group without blaming the other, whether it's the media, but you also got to blame people because I'm sorry, people, but y'all got to start thinking for yourself to a certain point. I mean, if it doesn't look right and it doesn't seem right, then it's probably not right.
It's the old cliche.
Use some common sense and stuff like that. I mean, why are we getting in wars and fights over small disagreements? Why can't we respect one another? And I've said that many times on here that it's dumbfounding me that as human beings and even Americans, this country was founded on people that wanted to make a change, wanted to make a difference for themselves. And, but everyone also respected one another. That's why they signed the Declaration. So why can't we all, as Americans, respect one another, whether or not we believe in different things or not?
Yeah, no, that don't matter. It don't matter. I don't matter what your religion, what your skin color. It does not matter to me. It's the person. It's the person. And that's how I was raised. Now, I don't know. I'm like you. I tend not to watch the actual news.
Yeah,
because there's nothing. There's just nothing. It's just going to make you stress and go shoot a video.
I mean, do
something that makes you happy.
Do I really want to watch news to find out how much our government isn't doing anything? I mean, come on. It's going to be the same thing no matter what. No matter if it's from the right or the left, they still can't accomplish anything.
It don't matter. I truly think, though, Disney's definitely going to be, to get back on, Disney's going to be okay. I think they're going to be fine. I think COVID definitely helped because most people are sitting at home.
But I think COVID helped and didn't help at the same time. I think the pandemic was, I think the pandemic helped. Of course, I think it encouraged the cancel culture if we're talking about it in that realm, because you got to think about it that, had people not been home and just sitting on their phones and doing stuff, they would have been like, well, get rid of Disney because of how don't get me wrong. how they did Gina Carano was wrong
Right.
in all aspects of
Absolutely.
everything.
Absolutely. But at the same sense, they had to fill the void. So when they went the online route, because nobody's going to theaters to watch Disney movies, you know what I mean? Unless you're a dedicated fan. So they're getting fans and people that normally wouldn't be watching their stuff only because it's right there. It's right.
Mm-hmm.
You can click and boom there. You know what? Let me check out this Star Wars Mandalorian. And my buddy was even saying, "Well, what was the series? It was an Alien series, a newer series. He just saw it just popped on the Disney Prime. He's like, I just started watching this new series. He's telling me, what? Oh, I remember that. Okay, yeah, they're actually putting more than just Star Wars on it.
But see, I know, and I get it. There was even a TV. There's even a series that was basically trying to reprise the Mighty Ducks and stuff like that. Right. And I didn't watch it, but I mean, right there, I mean that's got to be more classified as a new original type of TV show. And mind you, I'm all for. You can ask my wife, because sometimes, I mean, the world has gone to this world of too much reality TV and stuff like that. And if I really want that, I'm sorry, I'll go watch YouTube. So sometimes, she gives me a hard time because I've gone through and I'm finally on the last season, but I went through since I got HBO Max and I've watched The Big Bang Theory. I always thought the show would look cool, so I decided to watch it. She can't stand it, but but I told her, she's like, well, what are you going to watch after that? I was like, oh, maybe I'll go watch Friends. Some reason there's something out there that I miss, maybe it's from being a kid, but I miss like original sitcoms, and to me
like that anymore.
They don't. They don't. And maybe Mando and maybe Star Wars and Disney's probably making the closest to them, but they take them your regular sitcom to a new level, because now they're connecting movie storylines with TV storylines, and it makes a world of difference.
And it truly feels like you're watching a movie when you're watching it. So it's like it's a movie series. It's just a new thing. It's a new thing. All these services.
Good Lord, it's starting to get late. All these services are part of sharing. People will watch a show, and when it ends, true. Cancel one service. I agree. I know there's some people that do that. I don't. I've got too many services, so I just kind of keep it up. Because especially like for me, Disney Plus, I can't. My kids watch Disney Plus all the time, so I can't really get rid of that. And
check it on,
huh?
Easy to just check it on. All right, click.
Yeah, and I've been originally. I think the only one I was ever thinking about canceling at one point was Netflix, but then I just dropped it back down to one TV it can be on. And I mean, my kids still watch that, so I didn't get rid of it and stuff like that. But the only one I'm really watching right now is HBO Max. I absolutely love HBO Max. I think it's great.
A quick question off topic. You use VPNs?
I do not use VPNs.
Okay.
I used to in my younger years. Used to create them and use them, but in many years since I don't use them much anymore.
All right. Well, I'll hit you up on a side deal, and I'll get you hooked up with what you need to do. Take care of you. Well, we're gonna get all the stuff.
We'll get it figured out. But like I said, I mean, I do all kinds of different stuff. But
it's hard though. The balance, like, okay, well, I'm gonna keep this one, and then I'm gonna drop this one, and the new series is coming. Now I gotta have.
I mean, that is a benefit to streaming services. You can always cancel and restart up anytime you want, really. Yeah. That is the benefit to it. But, like I said, I think there's more product out there. I mean, people going with, HBO Max every time the new movie comes out. Cool. You can do that if that's what you want. But, there's a lot of good, stuff on there to watch and go back and watch and stuff like that. And, they just dropped New Mutants. I haven't watched New Mutants yet. I heard it was fantastic.
I'm holding off on the comment. I still haven't seen Mortal Kombat. I'm like, I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait.
I did watch that one. That was.
Did you?
Wasn't mind blowing. It was okay.
Some people are like, it was amazing, and then other people are like, it was good.
It was good. I didn't hate it. It wasn't. Wonder Woman 84 horrible, but I wouldn't call it horrible by any means. It was good. It was a good watch.
Well, whoever doesn't know Wonder Woman, just start halfway. Don't waste your time. Start halfway. Then it's decent from there. Halfway though, if you don't watch the first half.
That's gonna be like all of the next Batman. I'm sorry. I had to throw that one in there.
Oh.
But anyways, I digress. But like I said, I think, to be honest, I think the lineup. I mean, if Star Wars can get their act together with like Ahsoka and some of the, and Obi-Wan and stuff like that, I think, and they let Jon Favreau do what he needs to do. I mean, I think they started the filming for Mandalorian 3, season 3 last month. So, I still think that there's going to be something good in that. I think they're failing a little bit though in giving Book of Boba Mando's yearly spot. I think they should keep that spot open for Mando and maybe bring in Book of Boba before it. But I get it.
Yeah.
You can only do so much, and I think right now they're not trying to jump on each other's toes. They're not trying to be running a Star Wars series at the same time they're running a Marvel series, and they're trying to overlap them a little bit. Because I'm sorry, if you brought out Bad Batch at the same time Loki's out,
nobody's watching Bad Batch.
It's going to be drowned.
Yeah, nobody's going to watch it.
I mean, Loki's going to be incredible. I'm sorry. I can't wait for that one. That was going to be awesome. And of course, then Black Widow. And mind you, have you seen the new trailer that came out this week that Marvel put out? Basically talk about Phase 4. It was basically a Phase 4 trailer. It wasn't an actual movie trailer, but everyone
where the Wakanda and they popped up all the
Well, a lot. You can go online and find it as an Eternals teaser trailer is what some people are calling it. Because mind you, I think Eternals is going to be the sleeper hit of the year. I'm sorry. Eternals is going to be awesome. I love the comic books, by the way, but Eternals is going to be great. But what was great about that trailer was that, they were talking about basically the first 3 phases, and they had Stan Lee, speech over the top of it. And if you're a comic book fan, you automatically heard Stan's voice, and you're like, this is awesome.
I'll be checking that out before I go.
You can't doubt Stan. Stan is the man. But they went through. They're showing, of course, the small clips of the new ones coming out between Black Widow, Shang-Chi, which looks awesome. And I know a lot of people are giving Shang-Chi trailer a hard time because they're like, well, it doesn't seem like a Marvel movie. Trust me, Shang-Chi is going to be awesome. I was a huge fan of the comic books. I thought, because I was always a big Kung Fu type of fan. I love that stuff, and I think that was great.
I was always a Kung Fu fan. Bruce Lee.
Oh, I love Kung Fu. So being a Shang-Chi, I think is going to be a great addition. And then of course they did show some small clips from the Eternals, and they even showed one of Angelina holding this sword, which looked awesome. And I wasn't sure about Angelina at first, but
I know she's back.
I think she's going to do fantastic. And of course they didn't show any clips, but they showed No Way. Then they showed all the next movies coming out. You had No Way Home in December. You had Doctor Strange coming out at the beginning of next year. And then the big reveal was Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever is the name of the movie. I think that's a huge homage. I think that's fantastic what they did. I think Shuri is going to take that helm. I would actually, there's a small part of me, and I don't know why, but there's a small part of me, because technically he is family, but there's a small part of me that wants to see Killmonger show back up.
See, that would even make sense too.
Because regardless if they fought, he's family still.
Yeah. And in the end, you saw it didn't matter.
Yeah,
it didn't matter. We're battling this force together.
But I'm all for Shuri. I know I'm saying that wrong. I'm all for her taking the helm. I think she's going to be fantastic to do it. And I think it'll be something great. And I think they're going to really do. it's almost in a way you want to see how they're going to within the world show Black Panthers or T'Challa's death, because you're not going to ever replace T'Challa. So how do you answer that in the world of the MCU?
Right.
Because Chadwick Boseman was a fantastic actor as it is, fantastic person. So I'm glad that they just chose not to recast T'Challa.
And it was even smart in Falcon Winter Soldier. They sprinkled them in there. The storyline, there they are, Zemo, and that whole storyline. So they're keeping it fresh.
Exactly. They didn't say anything about T'Challa in there, but
no.
was it one of his some of these people in there?
Everywhere. They are everywhere.
I'm trying to check some of these. Says, of course, we got our buddy Slush in here. I gotta keep. I don't want to get demonetized, so I can't put up some of his comments up on the screen. So we're gonna keep those in there. But again, I do want to congratulate Slush for hitting 1,000 subscribers. That's fantastic, man. I do appreciate it. I mean, that's awesome.
Tales from the Kingdom. That's awesome, Slush.
Jesse Lou says Kung Fu Theater back in the day. Oh yeah, I love Kung Fu movies.
Snatch the penny from my hand.
Exactly. Christina's saying 11 watching, 8 thumbs up. Man, we need to get more thumbs up. Don't forget that like button down below.
Heck yeah, man.
Okay,
that's
I gotta
awesome.
put this one up. It says, imagine watching porn and you hear Stan Lee's voice. I'd be losing my lightsaber pretty quick. It's an interesting way of putting it, but yeah, sure.
You hear Stan's voice? There you go. Grandpa's here.
Kung Fu was cool, but the 80s ninja movies were awesome. I agree. I love the 80s ninja movies. But Kung Fu had a great point in there. I mean, you can down. I mean, Bruce Lee, old school Kung Fu movies, him taking on an entire room. You couldn't down it.
He'd be all, you.
Oh yeah,
me. Come over. Yeah, that's a voice.
We didn't need subtitles. We just had that. I didn't care. That's what made him even cooler.
Nothing better than a good voiceover movie.
But like I said, I think, and of course they ended the series with, they didn't give a date, of course, but they did show Fantastic Four. So basically at this point, I think everything's got sped up because of the pandemic. But basically, in the past we were getting like maybe 3 movies a year, 2 to 3 movies a year. Now we're getting 4 movies a year. They're having to speed things up a little bit. So every 3 months, we're going to be getting a new big Marvel movie, which as a Marvel fan, I'm all for that. But I think that's where I think Star Wars 2 is failing, because yes, they're bringing in the shows, but out of all those things that they announced way back when, they're only releasing 1 movie.
Yeah, that's
Rogue Squadron. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, you can't come up with any other new movies.
They totally can.
I mean, I would like to see a movie of go way back, go Knights of the Old Republic back.
Oh.
They
can totally do it.
Let's talk true fandom back in the day. Let's go all the way back. I mean, I think they're just missing a huge chance right there. I mean, I think they should be doing what Marvel's doing and really mixing up the movies along with the the TV shows. The TV shows are going to set up your movies. Right.
I think the revenue that they're getting is proving to them that they can be lazy now.
What's going on, Will? Well, and that's, I mean, at one point, Lucasfilms used to be the largest film company, in the world. I mean, Disney has 2 of the largest film companies in the world, but Marvel has not only made DC look like, cupcakes, but they've surpassed Star Wars hands down, because Star Wars can't get their act together and stop arguing and hire a proper CEO or president of that company.
Right. Lucasfilms is just they can't compete when it comes to that. I don't think. I really don't. They believe they're their own thing and they're going to just do their own thing. They don't have to compete with anybody.
But the problem is it's so set up because with all the original movies, they already have the worlds. They have the universe. There's so much comic book world for Star Wars. There's so much legend stuff out there to talk about that hasn't been talked about. They have so much product out there that they can get into, and they don't.
They don't. We'll just save it when we really, really need it. Then it's too late. Then you're just trying to catch up at that point. It's pretty bad because it's pretty bad when Star Trek's putting out more movies than you are.
Oh yeah. But I will say there was a point, and I'm going to go back to that trailer that came out again that I thought was really, and it makes you now want to go back and go to the movies and watch these things because they had a point where at the end of Endgame, when Sam said, "Oh, over your shoulder on your left," and then you had T'Challa come walking out. They were showing a clip from a theater on the night of the release, and you just hear the audience. I remember this in the theater. When that part happened and you get him walking out and then everyone starts shouting. I mean, that theater, my daughter was with me. She was even telling me, she goes, I remember that was so loud I had to cover my ears. Yeah. Everyone was cheering. It was awesome. And that's the theater experience that we've all been missing. And I think you're going to start getting, and I think they did that perfectly because, mind you, I mean, anybody can hear vouch. I've been talking about going to streaming. That's going to be the way to go. But now I'm starting to rethink that. I mean, I can go ahead and stream Black Widow, but now I'm starting to think I want to go see it in the theaters.
Right. For that experience. When Avengers Assemble.
Yes. It was that they had that whole scene.
It just brought a tear to your eye.
But that whole being in there especially that first day and everybody cheering and stuff like that. I mean, that movie theater experience, I've missed it. I have truly missed it.
Yeah, me too. True fans do. True fans of like the blockbuster movies.
Yeah.
I don't care how good your stereo system, surround sound, biggest flat screen you got, but it's not going to be the same.
I'll give it after watching Kong versus Godzilla in my living room. That probably would have been better on the big screen. For sure. Now, things like Mortal Kombat, I'm glad I just watched it at my home. I mean, I didn't need to see that one, but there's a lot of movies you don't need to see in the theaters. But I don't know, Marvels you got to see in the theaters. Jesse Lou says Final Four, Fantastic Four means Galactus is coming. I sure as hell hope so. Oh yeah, but that they're going to show Silver Surfer before you see Galactus. So. I'd like to see how they play that out. Beer Bar said they're a bit gun shy with the movies for Star Wars after the last sequel movies. Get rid of Kathleen Kennedy and let her. I agree with you. Again, they need to get rid of Kathleen Kennedy, put Dave Filoni in there as president, and then you're gonna. If you do that, if Bob Chapek and freaking, I don't know what Kathleen Kennedy's doing, what kind of favor she's doing for those executives over there to keep her job, but. If they can get rid of her and do it, you're gonna be able to build Star Wars the way Kevin Feige is building Marvel. You're gonna have something huge on your hands because you are gonna have. Sorry, I'm getting myself worked up.
You won't know what to do then. Right. You'll have so much coming at you.
You'll have, I mean, you're gonna have. I mean, not only at that point you got a film studio that people are against right now because of Kathleen Kennedy. Right, you'll have you put Dave Filoni in there and let Jon Favreau have whatever he wants. You're gonna have two of the largest film companies in the world. Not that you don't already, but even bigger.
Right. They'll be big, bringing in the big guns then.
Because the way Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are telling these things. They're bringing in fans that aren't even Star Wars fans, like myself. No. I'm sorry, but if they did a Knights of the Old Republic, I will still go and watch Rogue Squadron. I mean, I've read up on some of it. I think it's gonna be fantastic. But if they went and did Knights of the Old Republic, oh man, that'd be awesome.
Oh, and you cast some high dollar actors. Oh, man,
I mean, and again, you even talk about actors. Marvel has built it up so much that there's actors that are wanting to be in Marvel. Kevin Feige's got a list. I'm sure he does.
Oh, for sure.
But he's waiting. He goes, yeah, you're not ready. Okay, we're going to put you in a Marvel movie eventually. But we got to find a character that's right for you.
That's top of the mountain right there, though. You know, like that's.
I mean, to sit there and say and have Keanu Reeves on your list for 2 or 3 years, and then the fantastic actor that Keanu is, and to be like, yeah, we're gonna wait. I'm gonna find a perfect role for you.
Wait till we come up. We got a couple characters that are John Wickish, right? Yeah, we'll call you.
Although there is a rumor that I recently read, and this could be complete rumor, but there may possibly be a John Bernthal's Punisher appearance in Spider-Man's No Way Home.
Punisher makes.
I just heard this recently. That could be awesome.
Bring him back to Punisher, man.
Oh, if you're saying John Bernthal's Punisher, he was probably the closest to any Punisher that's ever been.
Yeah, for sure.
That's ever come out. John Bernthal's was fantastic.
I loved his rendition of it for sure.
And also there is also supposed to be. Was it? Oh no! Actually, no. I may be getting that mixed up. I think Bernthal was supposed to be coming out in another one. Matt Murdock is supposed to be showing up in Spider-Man. Oh, that's right. I got that mixed up. Okay. The guy who played Matt Murdock with Daredevil in the Netflix series is supposed to be showing up in Spider-Man because, of course, when we last left Spider-Man, he was being ousted by the news guy.
Right.
I can't remember his name right now as being him. So, of course, now everyone's coming after Peter Parker, and Peter Parker's going to need an attorney, which Matt Murdock is an attorney.
So then you get the Daredevil.
There you go. Charlie Cox. There we go.
Yeah, I'd love to have some Punisher back. He did so good.
Bring back Ivan Drago. No.
No,
John Bernthal was freaking awesome. I think to be honest with you, I think Keanu is going to be in both Star Wars and Marvel at some point. Keanu can play anything. I'm sorry.
For sure. Come on. It's
yeah, sorry. Come on. You got me all worked up about it. You got me worked up of what could be. Come on, guys. You got to think about what this could be. And all it means is doing two moves. Fire Catherine Kennedy and make Dave Filoni the president. Done. Done.
You'll be multi-billionaires, not like you aren't already.
I mean, how much money did Endgame bring in? I mean, actually, it's curious. Now that I actually brought up that question.
Almost cursed. What's money? Holy good God. Unbelievable.
There you go. How much money did $2.798 billion.
From one move. One move.
That was worldwide box office.
Wow. Billion. And that's just box office.
And there's only one movie that I know of that's actually beaten that. Avatar.
I was going to say Titanic.
No, Avatar was $2.802 billion. Wow. They beat him by about 4.
Hey, now, I'm still waiting on this next Avatar. I heard rumors of that a while ago. I'm like, I love that movie. That was a good movie. I was a huge Avatar fan.
Hi, Burger. What?
Hi, Burger.
That's Wayne.
Yeah, we're donuts over here. We're all donuts.
We're donuts over here. Come on.
We talking about donut burgers?
That's just like the argument in my house because I grew up in Massachusetts. So when you talk donuts in Massachusetts, Dunkin' Donuts is king. And my wife's a huge Krispy Kreme fan, which is Krispy Kreme is a West Coast chain, and she's from California. So that's and mind you, don't get me wrong, I like a good Krispy Kreme. But although I don't think they're down there, but if you ever come up here, Chase, I gotta take you to Donut King. Donut King, King Donut, one of those two. They're a little small place. They actually provide all the large donuts at Disney World.
Okay.
And they are phenomenal.
Oh, I'm down. I love me some sweets, man.
They are phenomenal. Donut King. It's awesome. Hey, speaking of Dead Zone, what's happening, man? Hey,
there he is. Nice.
We both were saying you gotta hook us up. You gotta give us a heads up next time you do one of them boxes. I've been trying to get one of your Dead Zone boxes.
I gotta put money aside. I gotta knock it every time it drops.
I know. I need some heads up. I've been trying to get a Dead Zone box, but every time it drops, I hear about it late.
He's like, I got high dollar boxes still. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. I got rent.
With the Bearded Barbarian said Avatar 1 or 2 and 3. Actually, Avatar 2, 3, and 4 are coming. They filmed like 3 movies at the same time. Something weird like that. Those eventually going to be coming. Nothing better than a Boston cream Dunkin'. I would agree with you. Nothing better.
I'm all about them munchkins too.
Oh, you're teasing me. 4 more $100 boxes. I don't know.
See,
$100. I was trying to look for the other one. To be honest with you, man. The last one you put out. I'll have to do the budget tomorrow and see if I got that in there because I just spent $100 on Etsy mystery boxes. So I gotta keep the budget going, man. Come on. That's why you guys need to hit them super chats down here so I can buy some more mystery boxes.
He gets cool stuff and he gives it away on the channel, like the Darth Vader that I won earlier.
There you go. See, every bit goes right back into the channel. So I need some Dead Zone mystery boxes. We need some super chats in there. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Sunday evening should have another 40 or 50. I'm gonna be down for that. Although when you do it Sunday evening, I'm sleeping.
Right.
Because I work third shift, so I'm usually I have to sleep and then I get up at 9 o'clock to go into work at 10. All right, I'll have to hit you up. I'll hit you up afterwards. We'll get something figured out. But what was our topic again? Oh yeah, Marvel. But yeah, like I said, I think there's still things to come. I have no faith at this point that they're ever going to fire Catherine Kennedy. Don't know why. Don't know why Bob Chapek can't get that out of his, through his head. But again, I don't know what services she's doing to keep her job. But I mean, I know what services she probably did to get that job.
Yeah, well,
I was making so much money with DoorDash.
That's probably in the fine print. Something in the fine prints not allowing them to make that move.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah. But like I said, I think it could be huge. But I think like I said, I mean, if you ask some fans nowadays, I mean, Star Wars fans are going to be also, for the most part, going to be Marvel fans at the same time. But I mean, as far as you look at the overall lineup from TV shows to movies, Marvel's got it. And again, it's because it's being run by a fan first president. He was a comic book kid. I've read a lot of information on Kevin Feige, and I don't think he's got a biography, but I read up a lot of information, and he was just straight up a comic book kid too. 2% towards Dead Zone box. I love it. I give you a drink for that one.
Skull barbarian.
Oh man, but yeah, it's I don't know. I think fans will, as far as Disney Plus goes, I think fans will come back. You're gonna have those few fans that are gonna do the jumping on and off. But I think that's going to be harder to do when they're going from a Marvel TV show to a Star Wars TV show, Marvel TV show to Star Wars TV show. I think that's going to, if they can get that right, with bringing out the really good shows like Ahsoka and Obi-Wan and stuff like that, and mixing those in between the Marvel shows, is going to stop the people from jumping back and forth.
Yeah, because you just keep throwing animated cartoons at us. I mean,
like I said, don't get me wrong. I would probably check out the Bad Batch, and I'm sure it'll be good. But
it is good.
It's not going to be like watching Obi-Wan and Christian Haydenson fight it out again.
No, but it is a great storyline. How it's, spoiler alert, Bad Batch. It's a bad batch of clones. They have corrupted DNA, so they're the Bad Batch. So I don't know. It's different than the norm because they are clones, and they have their own little troop, and they're oh man, I wish I wrote it down. They're like Alpha 99 troop. Like, it's really good. I don't know. Give it a chance.
I don't know. Like I said, I think our Saturday crew, we just didn't decide to do a review on this one. It didn't have that much. I mean, we'll be back when Loki comes, but we're going to change our form on that. I think we may do a rotating form as far as whose channel it'll be on, as well as changing up some times, because I think this Saturday at 3:00 just wasn't. It was kind of getting in the way for a lot of people to be able to do, a lot of us to be able to do stuff and things like that. So a lot of that stuff may change up, but we got another month to get it all worked out and figured out. But I was definitely enjoying the weekend show that we were doing, but Bad Batch just wasn't on our radar. I'm sure JKL is probably all over watching it. He's a giant Star Wars fan. He watches the cartoons and stuff like that. Like I said, I'll check it out. I don't know.
When you run out of everything else.
I don't know. They now I gotta go back. They just dropped one of my favorite shows on Disney Plus. They just brought out another season, so I'm like, no, I gotta go check that out. It's called Mythic Quest.
Mythic Quest.
Oh, it's friggin' hilarious.
Oh, see, I'm gonna have to be on that now.
So, and then there's another service on that.
And Maiden's Tale just dropped. I'm all on that. Under His Eye. The women know. They watch.
Says, I have a clone. It's imaginary, but very awesome. I think you are the original Bad Batch, by the way.
The original Bad Batch. Nice. Oh my goodness!
And now, mind you, I know Bearded, his wife, does all the thumbnails. But if he had a clone, I think she'd run out crazy, screaming. There should only be one of that, man. I'm sorry, only one.
Yeah, thumbnails shredded with the 6-pack. Just
I will give it. His wife does some of the best thumbnails I've ever seen, and it's just fantastic. So hats off to her for those ones. But yeah, so we'll see. I mean, what's funny is I know the Marvel timeline so well, some of the Star Wars, but does anybody know what the DC's timelines are? When's this horrible Batman movie supposed to come out?
Yeah, I don't know about any DC timeline. I didn't even consider that. That's not even on my radar. I mean, they're so all over the place between the actors.
I mean, at this point, I've been talking so much crap. I feel like I've been talking so much crap about Robert Pattinson forever, and it's like, is this movie ever going to come out so I can prove everybody I was right?
He's ready to celebrate. Me and Wade are gonna have everybody sending you Batman pops.
Yeah, you guys. I'm gonna do a Instagram live of me dancing that I'm right on how bad that movie is gonna be.
With a blowtorch and a Pattinson pop. Yeah, I don't know. That with the Suicide Squad. And then the Harley Quinn movie, like timeline wise, I'm completely lost. Like,
all right, it says it's supposed to come out next March 4th, 2022. So that means I've got another 10 months to trash Robert Pattinson.
justifiably. It's not going to be good. There's no way.
One thing that's going to be good about that movie is Colin Farrell playing the Penguin.
Oh, man. And then the worst part is, it's not just going to be one. Even though it could tank, and there's definitely going to be more than one. Because there's no way that dude signed the contract talking about, I'm going to do one movie.
I almost, as bad as DC is with replacing people, I guarantee you they don't sign people to multi-film contracts.
No, I think
they're like, nope, you get one film. We got to see how bad you're going to do.
I figured they're going to hit him with a 3-film. Just you're going to have to suck it up, Buttercup. We got 2 more films to go.
I don't know. I don't get it. He's gonna make I just choose to trash him as much as I possibly can.
He's so sparkly.
Yeah, that's why I'm calling the spark. I need to find. That's the only Batman I need. I need to find a Batman. I'm gonna put some glitter on the table and let my kids go to town on making a custom Batman. Make a sparkly Batman. Call him Robert Pattinson, and then I need a custom box that says Robert Pattinson on it. Oh no, he can be definitely. I would put Val Kilmer above Robert Pattinson. And I can't put Clooney above it. I'm sorry. Clooney. Nobody can do worse than Clooney. Even Robert Pattinson. Nobody can do worse than Clooney.
No. Val was good. I like Val. He was good.
Val wasn't bad. Val wasn't bad.
He's a great actor.
He wasn't great, but he wasn't horrible. Okay, he was horrible, but he wasn't that horrible. It wasn't George Clooney horrible.
No.
Only thing that saved that entire movie with Val Kilmer was Jim Carrey playing the Riddler.
For sure.
And Jim Carrey, I'm sorry, and even Tommy Lee Jones playing Two-Face. I thought he didn't do horrible with that either.
Oh, come on, Tommy Lee, come on.
But as far as Batman, no, I can go without it.
Suit will have. Wait.
What did it say? Do you think Pattinson's suits will have nipples? Very possibly. Very possibly.
He looks like a nip guy.
He does look like a nip type. To be honest, like I said, I've seen things of it. The suit just looks bad. Suit looks bad. The car looks bad.
No, the car is bad.
The car doesn't look like anything like a Batmobile should.
That's the trailer you're going to release. Really, that's the little sneak you're going to give us.
And the little temper tantrum of I am vengeance. I mean, come on, man. My kids can throw a better temper tantrum than that.
It reminds me of little Sheldon.
Young Sheldon, yeah.
Vengeance.
And that speaking of talking about Batman, and we got our good buddy Wink in here that just showed up. We had a great conversation with him a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and his order of Batmans are way different from anyone I've ever seen. But I respect it.
Right.
He says he can't wait for the well, wait. Yeah. But again, he's going to do. I still think Val is going to be he's going to be put right in between Val Kilmer and George Clooney.
Right. It's just not better than, not worse than.
I still put Batfleck before Val.
Batfleck. Before Val, yeah. I mean, he had more. I don't know. He had the chin. He's just more grungy. He looked like the old man Bat.
I think I had it because he had the grunginess to it.
Old man Bat look,
and he had the rich bat,
suave
Bruce Wayne feel to him. Whereas like Val Kilmer, I'm sorry, but half of that, like he looked like he was constipated because he was thinking too much. You know, it's like Batman's not supposed to think that much. Come on, man.
He's the freaking world's best detective. Come on. You don't think?
I would agree. Yes, he was ripped out of his mind. Yes.
Well, that was the early 90s, right?
I mean, give it. I will still say one of the best Bruce Waynes had to have been Christian Bale. In my eyes.
I was a huge fan of those movies.
I think the Christopher Nolan series was fantastic.
The voice I could have done without,
but even though Michael Keaton played a good Bruce Wayne, he played a better Batman with the whole voice change from Bruce Wayne and stuff like that. I think that to me, and Christian Bale had that. He had a difference, you know. Although the upper lip kind of still bothered me. I always had that weird upper lip thing going every time he was Batman. But yeah, his upper lip came. I don't know, but that part. But having the voice change and stuff like that, I think that was classic. Whereas I don't think Affleck didn't have that. Val definitely didn't have that. No. All we get is some stupid temper tantrum by Ryan Pattinson so far. So, her Pattinson will glitter more than any other Batman. That's got to count for something. No, it doesn't. It does not. But yes, I think Wink actually had, if I remember correctly, I think he had Val Kilmer as his top.
Oh, okay.
Which I thought was weird, but hey, I respect everybody's decision.
No, yeah. I don't know about.
But if we're gonna talk that, I think I talked to him before. Where do we put the great Adam West?
Number one.
I agree.
Number one.
He was the first.
Everybody wants to be him. You know, the voice, the dramatic.
How?
Just bang, yeah. All right, but like he was just, all right, Robin. Let's just the
whole gimmick, everything about it was awesome.
You can't beat that.
No,
you can't beat that.
He had also the goofiest
Jack as the Joker.
He also had the goofiest looking Batman outfit. You know, especially I can't remember the guy who actually played Robin. The fact that they got him to wear a Speedo every episode.
The pinstripe eyebrows.
Oh yeah, completely. But yeah, it's gonna be bad. And like I said, I was just thinking about that. It's like, wait, DC's got all these movies they're talking about coming, like, you know, the Black Adam, you know, Shazam, you know, Batman.
I think that was
everybody else's timeline. Where's your damn timeline?
I think that was a smart move, though, getting The Rock to play that role, because that's gonna just
that I agree with. I think that's a good. Finally a decent casting.
Yes, for sure. And
now, if only they don't screw up Shazam 2 like they screwed up Wonder Woman.
More storyline than actual movie. That was the thing.
And that's never going to happen. Robert Pattinson will never win an Oscar for that. Ever.
You know, I compare that Wonder Woman movie to like reading a book. If I want to read a book, I'll read a book. Like, that's how dreary and just long that movie felt. Like, it felt like I was just reading a book.
It felt
wait to get to the end of the book.
Horrible. The desert scene was just bad. They destroyed Cheetah.
Oh, for sure.
I mean,
it felt like the old Hulk movies.
Yeah. But at least those were good.
They still were kind of good. But the story.
I mean, you knew it was Lou Ferrigno, the bodybuilder, but it was still awesome.
Oh, man.
You know, but like I said, I think Disney Plus will come back. Just like it kind of, I think a lot of people had canceled it after Mando won and
Yeah,
came back. But I think things are developing and things are moving and things are getting to there now where it's going to be a whole new world in there, and people aren't going to be getting it down as much. But like I said, I think there's some fantastic stuff on the horizon. Not for DC, of course, but for for Star Wars and Marvel.
Right. I'm definitely looking forward to the Loki stuff that's coming. I've heard talks of the what's going to happen after the Falcon Winter Soldier, Loki, and then what's after Loki.
That's what I was just actually looking real quick because I believe it's supposed to be the What If series,
right?
Which is an animated one.
Marvel Zombies, Tech, we're getting zombies, man.
We have not got anything about Marvel Zombies yet.
I'm freaking out because that's the only thing that I've seen with the Marvel What If, and then there was like flashes of some zombie characters. I'm freaking out.
I think there's supposed to be an episode with the zombies, but
they're gonna do it like
I would like to see them do a whole series of the zombies, to be 1,000% honest with you.
Now, of course, they would have to go animated style.
Oh yeah,
if they went Walking Dead style, that come on, that'd be freaking.
You see them getting Chris Evans to come back and do a zombie of
zombie. But yeah, I'm freaking out. The What If, I can't wait for that.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be the next. Let me bring it up real quick. Disney Plus, Marvel shows 2021. Here we go.
Nice.
See, what do we have coming? They've already done Marvel Legends. Let's see.
Right.
Come on, load Falcon Winter Soldier. What If supposed to be after Loki, and then Miss Marvel is supposed to be coming after What If.
I was talking to my buddy the other day. He's like, "Hey, you got a Miss Marvel? Those ones that drop?
They're gonna go hot."
He's like, "They're gonna go hot, man. You better grab them. You better grab them fast."
And then Hawkeye comes out in the fall after Miss Marvel. And then I guess they're doing a Marvel Studios Legends. I thought they already did a Legends. Maybe I'm wrong. But that looks to be it's gonna be the year's gonna basically end with Hawkeye.
Okay. Well, see.
But that's gonna be a good one too, because that's gonna bring in a fantastic character of Kate Bishop. Again, I think we already know they've been completely setting up for Young Avengers.
That's okay.
That's going to be on the horizon because, of course, we already know that we know Cassie's already in the universe, which is Ant-Man's daughter. We've already seen. We got to see how they bring them back, but we already seen Billy and Tommy, Speed and Wiccan. From there, we've seen Elijah, who was Isaiah's grandson from Falcon Winter Soldier.
Okay, yeah. Oh, that was good.
Young kid. He becomes Patriot. So, like I said, we've already seen the characters being added in there.
Right.
I think we're a good 3 to 4 years out before we see anything with Young Avengers. But because right now, that's depending on Billy and Tommy.
Yeah. What happens with them?
We know that they're still around somewhere because we heard them scream at the end of WandaVision. So we know that they're there. It's just how is
what the hell, man?
Wanda's going to get the kids back from Mephisto.
They're going to hell. They're just going on a little vacation. They'll be back.
So I'm interested to see how that. I think you're going to see more of that play out in the beginning of next year with Doctor Strange.
See, that's another one I'm really looking forward to because that's been hanging for a while now.
Yeah, I think that's going to open up a lot of things with a lot of different aspects and stuff like that.
Right.
I would love to, and mind you, and I'm throwing this out there because I think it's the best chance they have with the upcoming movies. but I would love to see a cameo of Deadpool in Shang-Chi. Just throwing it out there.
Really work, man. Oh, come on.
Just throwing it out there.
That's almost a given too. Like, how do you not do that? You know?
That's what I'm saying. But hey, we'll see.
Oh, he's calling it. Who's taking bets?
I'm calling it now. I think you're gonna get a Deadpool appearance in Shang-Chi.
Oh, something just sly and sneaky, little comic relief.
Exactly.
Comes
But
out of a phone booth, says something funny.
or maybe it's even something at the very end. I mean, I could completely see it, but I think we're gonna get some sort of. I think there's gonna be some sort of cameo, or whether either it's a big part or it's a cameo of Deadpool somewhere in there. It's got to be.
Yeah, because we're getting more Deadpool. We already know that.
We're getting. I mean, he got the largest Marvel contract in history.
Yeah,
so we know they know they're going to want to use Deadpool in many different ways. So
yeah, start sneaking him in. Everyone sneak him here, sneak him there.
Exactly.
That'd be great. Shows up in a yellow outfit during X-Men. He's just wrong movie. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. But like I said, things are on the horizon. Things are going to go good, and I think things will turn around. And especially let's hope for some good news for Star Wars fans after this big meeting at the end of the month that's supposed to be happening. The only thing we can eventually hope is Catherine Kennedy finally gets fired, which I think a lot of people would be very happy with that. But we'll see. But anyways, guys, I want to thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me and Chase. Talk about this stuff, and definitely don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and check out that join button down there. That way you can check out the Donut Life membership, different perks, different tiers, different everything. So again, especially if we continue the way we did our giveaways today, members get extra entries into the wheel.
So I won that Deadpool or Deadpool. I'm Deadpool. So I won that Darth.
Exactly. And again, we do these things the way we did the giveaway only because these things do get expensive after a while. And I want to find you good quality pops, and that's why we do it. So it's just a matter of grabbing that back. And everything that I get into this channel goes right back into the channel. So definitely appreciate it. Definitely everyone coming in.
This is the way.
Yep. Definitely partaking in the chat. We always appreciate all of you guys. But as we always like to say, do what you like, do what you love, and always unleash your inner nerd.
Hails for the kingdom.
Take it easy, guys.